What's going on, everybody? My guitar's a little bit out of tune there, so I'll tune that here in a second. But what is happening? Welcome back to the Friday video. Kind of look like a bum right now. I'm sorry, but we're gonna roll with it. So we're gonna talk about 5 licks that I've stolen through other players. If you want tabs where I'm gonna cover, those are down below. You can check out my free guitar course somewhere on here. Bam, 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 bam. And fretboard decoder, which is more kind of like about scale-ish ideas and expanding your fretboard knowledge. So I'm not saying these are like note-for-note interpretations of these licks, because I've never been that kind of person who wanted to learn stuff note for note. I just kind of got the general idea of each of these licks. I mean, they're pretty close, but yeah, I'll let you guys see if you dig them, if you want more of these stolen lick videos. So let's go. On to these. The first one is, of course, a Dimebag Darrell lick. It's from his walk solo. Again, like I said, I'm not saying these are note for note. Just the idea is hailing from that area. It starts out here. He has this nice little like unison double stoppy bend thing. I'm doing this out of the key of D minor. So I'm going to be bending 12 on the G and then 13 on the B. Now I grab a full step bend on 13th fret of the B string. And have better vibrato than me, because he has a Dime has amazing vibrato. Jeez, I can't talk. Woo! So the next part here is gonna go like this. So I'm gonna play 10 on the high E string, 13 pull off 10 on the B. Then I go to the G and I go 13 pull off 12, pull off 10. So I go. Oh, actually no, I'm sorry. I go 13, 12, pull off the 10. So. Hammer back on to 12, 13, so. And then it just kind of cycles through that. It's a pattern I use all the time. You know, and lots of stuff, it works cool in that kind of like heavier scene and also just straight up rock and roll. Alright, now the second lick is one I use way too much. It's stolen from Stevie Ray Vaughan. And it kind of goes like this. Okay, so any box one pentatonic, and you're pretty much golden on that one. So what I did here is I did out of the key of E, and I'm all up here on 14th fret of the B string, so I bend 14 up a full step. And I go 12 on the B to 12 on the high. Now the next part, I'm gonna bend 15 on the B up a full step. Okay, and then I go to 12 on the high string and 12 on the B. My vibrato is not on point today. Now I'm going to bend 15 on the high E string. Then I go 12 on the high E to 12 on the B again. So, and I'm going to go back to that 15. And back to 12, 12. So, there you have it. Okay, now the next one is kind of a crazy sounding one, but it's really cool. I stole it from George Lynch. That's my phone. What's happening here? My phone's blowing up. And it goes like this. So basically, it's like I said, it's a George Lynch idea. Sorry, the phone completely threw me off. And it's a diminished idea. So we're going to go 4 to 7 on the G, then 4 to 7 on the high. Slide up to 10, 7, 10, 7. So. Then I go from the 7, slide up to 10, and I go 13 on the G, 10, 13 on the high E string. So we have. Now I'm going to go 16, 13, 16, 13. Slide up one more time, up to 16 on the G, 19, 16, 19, and then 17 on the high string. So. And there you have it. Alright, so these last two are kind of funky, but they're really cool licks. They're kind of flashy. They have just a unique sound to them. So the first one I've taken from Zach Wild. Zach does a lot. He's way better at it than I am. But basically, I don't even remember what notes I hit. And he bends a note, taps it, or he'll slide up. He does all kinds of crazy stuff. I did a more kind of like simple version of it because, well, I'm not Zach Wild. And basically, I'm starting off. It's all E minor pentatonic. So it starts right here on 7 on the G. Now I start bending it, and while I'm bending it, I tap 15 on the G, and then I'm gonna slide my hand up and go to 12 with my left hand and bend it up. I'm gonna let go of the tap note and I bend 12. So I go, I go. Now I come all the way up here to 22 and tap it, and then I do another big bend, and I just let it fall down. Sometimes what Zach will do, which I think is really cool, is he'll do that. And he'll move down real low. It's just to get a real dramatic sound, because, you know, it's kind of, you really can't think of another way you can do this. Sorry. You know, so it seems kind of goofy, but it's something cool to throw into your solos, you know? You're kind of like... You know, maybe not that one exactly, but something like that. Alright, now the last one is something that I actually originally stole from Pete Thorne, who is an amazing guitar player, session guitarist, all that good stuff. Basically, I reach over and I grab a note and I keep bending it with my right hand. And I found out at GitCon last year that Pete actually stole it from Phil X. So technically, this is a Phil X thing. I got it from Pete watching him do it, and he did it. It's funny because we each applied it differently. So I've seen Phil do it more with a single note idea. And then I saw Pete do more of like a double stop idea. And then what I did was more of this unison bend idea, where I grabbed it and bent the one string up a little bit while I have the other note down. So it's all been applied a little bit differently, but the source, you know, at the end of the day, is Phil X. So this is my Phil X Pete Thorne ripoff lick. All I'm doing is holding on 14 on the G and 15 on the B, and I bend the the G up. And you get to where those notes are really clashing, you know? Because then you're going to reach over with your right hand and grab that string and bend it up another half step. Then they're really fighting. Then I do a double stop here on 12 on the G and B. Then I go 15 on the B, full step bend. So we have... There you have it. Alright, homies, that is it. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Maybe you want to steal these licks yourself. Other than that, let me know down below what you would like to see next. I will hit you with the tabs, like I said before, bam, down in the description. Until next time, homies, we out.